Welcome. In this session, we will talk about museology questions from NET examination June 2025. So, the very first question talks about Thrissur Puram. Now, this is one of the very famous festivals in the state of Kerala. Now, this festival has its own story. So, it was the time of Raja Ram Verma where there was a severe rainfall that was caused, and that denied the entry of a group of temples into the region. And as under the directive of Raja Ram Verma at that time, there were more than 10 temples that were asked to come and have organized first Thrissur Puram. And since then, this festival has been marked, and this is the day where moon rises with the Puram star as per the Malayalam calendar in the month of Medam. So, one of the very important questions that has been asked here, and the correct answer here is Kerala. The next question is the National Maritime Heritage Complex. Now, this is one of the very new museums that have been established in the state of Gujarat, the region of Lothal. Now, Lothal is known as one of the major Harappan sites, and this museum has its own archaeological significance, stating that Lothal was one of the major ports at the time of Indus Valley civilization, and it was considered as one of the world's earliest man-made dock. So therefore, this is around nearly 2400 BC old, and it was believed that Lothal had great connections with the regions of Africa, with the regions of West Asia, and there was an interchange of seal, pottery, beads, jewelry during that time, gems specifically, and it was one of the major trading hubs of the Indus Valley civilization. The next question is a very interesting question on museum. Now, 50 lux is the allowable limit of luminosity for which of the objects? Now, understand, when objects are being conserved in museum, the light exposure has to be very well maintained. Specifically, the UV rays and the IR radiation component, because they can cause irreversible damage to an organic compound in a museum. So, if the compound is made up of, let's say, watercolor or paper based thing, textile, silk or dyed material, dyeing, in which dyeing is done, in that case the damage could be very quick, and therefore luminosity of not more than 50 lux is allowed for watercolors. However, this increases for undyed objects, paintings, up to 200 lux, and this limit is not set for objects which are not susceptible to luminosity or light damages, for example metals, stones, ceramic. But of course, those inscriptions, those things which are susceptible and are made up of organic components are having allowable limits for luminosity. So a very important topic in museology, must to remember. The next is, in museums, what is the major advantage of social media marketing? Now, through social media, as of now, you can directly engage the audiences at a very low cost, and that is one of the major advantages, because it is a two-way engagement through Instagram, through X, that is Twitter, through Facebook. The museums can directly reach the audience and create direct interaction through the informative informations that they can share, the unique things that there are in the museum, the cultural aspects that could be learned, and even conduct live question answer sessions, polls, quizzes, which could engage users at a very low cost. All of this can be done, and therefore 3 becomes the correct answer here. The next is another interesting question. In museums, there are silver objects. Now, why these silver objects? They require regular polishing. We have seen that silver tarnishes over time, and there is a common misunderstanding that it turns into silver oxide. However, that is not the fact. The real thing is, silver is not very reactive with oxygen, but it definitely reacts with the sulfur compounds. Now these sulfur compounds are hydrogen sulfide, which is present in the atmosphere, and it forms a silver sulfide layer. Now this silver sulfide layer is a black layer which tarnishes the silver over time and obscures that metallic luster that silver has, so it requires regular cleaning. Now the presence of hydrogen sulfide in the atmosphere could be due to various sources. It could be simply due to pollution, due to certain food materials like onion, eggs, or it could be due to rubber, felt material. So these are some of the common things that could actually tarnish silver, and protecting silver is therefore a regular thing which is required in museums, specifically where the objects are made up of silver. So those are some of the important topics that we have discussed. Of course, for museology, the complete study material and practice questions are available at the link below, so definitely refer those before your examination. Have a great day. Thanks for joining.